Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are going to be unpacking and reviewing the Morphe times Jeffree Star palette collection. Is it worth the hype? I don't know. Stay tuned to find out. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are going to be reviewing and swatching the highly anticipated Morphe times Jeffree Star palette collection that had just recently launched. And I was so glad that I got my hands on the entire set for this. I was expecting it to be sold out pretty quickly, but it wasn't. And I just received it in the mail yesterday. I would have received it a week ago, but somehow my address had gotten mixed up in their system and they sent it to the wrong, my first package got sent to the wrong address. But needless to say, I do have to say that Morphe has very, very excellent customer service, because when I found out that the address was incorrect, I contacted their customer service. They did an investigation for a couple of days to see if they could trace and retrieve my package, but unfortunately it was never found, of course. And they shipped me out a new set right away, and I just received it in the mail yesterday, and I opened up the box, but I have not opened up any of the products because I wanted to share them with you today. So let's get to it. So here we have the Morphe times Jeffree Star palette. The packaging is very beautiful. It's pink. I do love the pink packaging because I like pink. Pink is one of my favorite colors. And I do like the holographic labeling that they have on here. It just makes everything stand out. And of course, if you are familiar with Jeffree Star, he is very out there, and this packaging just really represents Jeffree Star. And I'm very, very impressed with the packaging so far, but of course, it's not always about the packaging, it's about the product. So let's open the box. Oh, and before we get to it, here's the back of the box with the picture of Jeffree himself. Isn't he just lovely? I love his makeup looks. So, and everything comes in, and it's packaged very, very well. It's bubble wrapped. Sometimes when some palettes get shipped out, they don't always get shipped out with the best of care. So here we are, here's the palette itself. It's beautiful. This palette's really gonna stand out from all the rest of my palettes, so I'm sure to probably reach for this more often. And here is the back. And let's open this bad boy up. Here is the palette. And I'm very impressed that there is a mirror that has come with this palette, because I do own a few Morphe palettes from the past, and they do not have a mirror, which makes it very inconvenient for travel. So meaning that, you know, if you was going to travel with your Morphe palettes, you would have to bring a separate mirror. And I like palettes that have a mirror with them because it makes it more convenient for on the go.
I do like the fact that the shade names was printed on here. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for this because none of Morphe's palettes have the shade names on them. So it makes it really hard to, you know, if I was to talk to somebody and I was to tell them, oh, I use this shade or I use that shade, and there's no name. So basically you just have to point and click.
So anyway, so we have a wide variety of colors, which I really, really enjoy. And if you all know that most of Jeffree's palettes from his cosmetics are very bright and they're very colorful. To me, I don't see very many neutrals in any of the palettes, and what I like about this palette is there is a wide range of colors to where you can do, you know, different types of looks. If you wanted to do neutral, you have some neutrals in here. If you wanted to add pops of color, you have plenty of color to play with. You have a lot of shimmers. You have this beautiful glitter shade here, which I can't wait to try because I love glitter. Glitter eyeshadows are one of my favorites to play with. Shimmers and glitters, anything that's like bright and shiny, I really love to add them onto the eyelids. It just makes my eyes pop. And then I just can't say anything more about it. And we have this beautiful silver. We have some silvers in here. We have pops of green. We have some neutral, it looks like a few brown colors in here. We have a very dark black in the palette.
I tend to kind of stay away from. I try to use the black, you know, to deepen up the outside edges of my eyes. And depending on the black, sometimes they can be really patchy, and sometimes they can just be really hard to work with. I have been successful in creating a few looks with the black, so I can't wait to try this formula out.
I love the pinks and the purples. I just absolutely adore the pinks and the purples in here. I just really hope that these are very pigmented, because some palettes I have come across, the pinks don't really show up that great on the eyelids. Even with primer, they tend to kind of fade off a little fast, but I guess it just really depends on the formula. But so far, I am very, very impressed with this palette. It is absolutely gorgeous, and I just can't wait to start playing with this. Which I will be doing a look with this, so look for that future upcoming video. Now let's get on to some swatches. So I definitely want to swatch one of the pinks, so I am going to swatch Self-Made, and I'm going to swatch Mogul, and I'm going to swatch Pink Fleet. Oh, these mattes are gorgeous. So here they are. Oh, I guess that was probably the wrong side to do the swatches on, because I can't necessarily turn my arm this way. So give me 1 second. Oh, there's something all over my palette. I have no idea where it came from. It might have been Miko. Miko is over here trying to get into my plants. And she is such a curious kitten that she gets into everything. So we're going to try these swatches one more time, but I'm going to do them on the other side of my arm. Oh man, I'm really, really bad at this. Oh, I gotta get with the program, girlfriend. So here we are. As you can see, they are very, very pigmented. These are 3 of the mattes, and they are very, very beautiful. And we are going to swatch some shimmer shades, and hopefully I can actually get it right and correct so you guys can see. I do apologize. So far, I can tell you that they feel very creamy and buttery. And here's 3 of the shimmer shades. Aren't they just absolutely beautiful? They are stunning. Very, very stunning. So I know these are absolutely going to look gorgeous on the eye. Let's swatch this dark green one, which is called Nate. Oh, I'm running out of fingers. So here's Nate. And when I look at this palette, and I see the greens with the pinks, it almost reminds me of either a strawberry, or doing like a strawberry or a watermelon look. And I'm not really one to play with a lot of different colors. I always tend to stay with neutrals, which I should probably broaden my horizons and go into some more colorful palettes, which I will definitely be using this for. So I will try to come up with a colorful, what I'm playing around in my head is maybe a mix between a neutral and colorful look. So we'll see what I come up with. So there's the palette. I didn't want to swatch the whole thing. So this palette is a 30 pan eyeshadow palette that retails for $35 on the Morphe site, which I believe is an absolute steal for the wide range of colors that comes in this palette. The formula feels very soft, they are very buttery, and they are very pigmented. So for the price point, Jeffree and Morphe did an excellent job with this collab, so I am very 100% satisfied with it. Even though I did read some reviews on the Morphe site that some people were saying that there was a lot of fallout, some of the shadows were very chalky. We'll see when I go do a look to see how that is. But with most eyeshadows, you're always going to have some form of fallout. which, you know, really doesn't bother me too much. I don't know about any of you. All I do is I just take a makeup wipe and I just clean everything up, you know, after I'm done with my eyeshadow and the fallout is all gone and I have a beautiful eyelid. So I'm not too worried about the fallout. As far as the chalkiness, some shadows may be chalky, but as long as they perform well, you know, I'm not going to complain. And for $35 for 30 shadows, and this is from Jeffree Star, I think definitely this is worth the money. So now we're going to go on to the brushes. So as you can tell, I haven't even opened these. I still have the little outer packaging on here, which looks just like it matches with the eyeshadow palette. So we're gonna pop this off, and it comes in a very cute travel case, and on the front it says Morphe times Jeffree Star. So I like that this comes in a little travel pouch, as you can definitely just throw all of your brushes in here, you know, when you go on a vacation. And here's what they look like inside. All of the brushes. Oops. I don't want to take them all completely out of their packaging just yet. So we have 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, yes. So we have a total of 10 brushes. We have very different shapes. It looks like we have some tapered blending brushes. We have some little detail brushes. We have some little flat brushes. This looks like a little, like you could use for eyeliner, or you can use it as a small detail brush, which I really like that. You have an eyebrow brush here, so here, let me take the plastic off so y'all can see. So we have this perfect little eyebrow brush here. And these are very cute. They feel very sturdy. They do not feel cheaply made at all. And they feel, and the tips, they're very, very soft. I really like these eye brushes. And these will probably definitely be my new go-to picks. You also have some flat shader brushes. Do these? Oh, and they are numbered as well. So when I go to do my eyeshadow look, I will definitely be using the brushes to go along with the eyeshadow palette. So I will not use these brushes until I do my first look with these, because I want to see how they perform with the Jeffree Star eyeshadows. So next up, we have the Set and Refresh Mist. And this is a Starberry scent. Now, I've heard a lot of great reviews on this, so we're going to spray a little bit. Ooh, it has a very light, it smells like strawberries to me. Like a candy, like strawberry candy. It has a very light strawberry candy scent. Makes me want to eat it. It smells absolutely divine. And I like how the mist comes out and it's very misty. It's not like the pump sprays. So sometimes if you don't pump it right, the spray will actually just like squirt out, and then you just have like this big glob like of wetness all over your face. So I really, really like that this is an aerosol mist. I feel that the setting spray would probably perform a lot better with the mist on it. So we're going to read the back. So it says, set your beat with this super fine Jeffree Starberry scented mist. A continuous air-powered spray delivers a controlled and oh so refreshing application. Flawless. So yes, so I will definitely be using this. I will probably get into this before I do my eyeshadow look, so I will not be waiting to use this because the smell is just, oh, it's so wonderful. I just wish you all could smell it if you haven't already. I will have to say, so, excuse me, I did give you the prices for the Jeffree Star palette. So the price of the brush collection is $42, and they say it is a $76 value. The setting spray runs for $18, and when I checked the Morphe site today, they are currently sold out of the setting spray. So my final thoughts on the Jeffree Star collection. I have no negative comments as of yet. So far the brushes, they're gorgeous. They feel sturdy, they don't feel cheap. The setting spray smells wonderful. I love the aerosol spray mist for a setting spray. The packaging was absolutely fantastic. The whole pink theme to me, it just feels very Barbie. Yeah, so it feels very, very Barbie, but you know what? I would not expect anything less from Jeffree Star. I will have to point out that with this collab that he did, and he threw in the neutrals, you know, and with the pinks and the pops of color, I've always been very curious to know what Jeffree's take would be if he did just a complete neutral palette. Like, how would he do this? You know, because we see, you know, him doing all these crazy palettes, you know, with all these, you know, colors. You know, we have Blood Sugar, we have the Blue Blood palette, and all of his other palettes are very colorful and very, very bright. You know, lots of shimmer and glitz and glam. But I would love to know what Jeffree would come up with if he did just a neutral palette. So Jeffree, if you hear this, please, I would love to see what you would do with a neutral palette. I'm sure because we do have a lot of neutral girls out here that, you know, love their neutral colors, and I'm sure that you would probably do something absolutely fantastic with a neutral palette. So I would love to see something like that coming up into the future. So everyone, I would love to hear your comments and your thoughts on the Jeffree Star collection that just recently launched with Morphe. Please shoot me your comments down below. Do you plan on buying it? Do you plan on staying away from it? Me personally, I'm very happy that I did purchase the collection. I believe it was worth my money. So I hope everybody enjoyed the video today. Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Today we're going to be reviewing the highly anticipated Morphe X